Like I said, this is going to be a two-parter. First part is going to be dark. I'm afraid there's not a lot I can do about that. It's the time I leave, and for about another month or so it's going to be this dark at this time in the morning. So although we should see the sun start to come up as we get a little bit further along, so we'll see. And then the second part I'll do on the way home, although that wind's probably not helping the audio. The second part I'll do on the way home. I'll make sure I charge the camera up properly, so I've actually got enough. I'm going to charge it while I'm at work, so I've got enough battery life to get home, and hopefully I won't have any SD card issues either. That's the other thing that seems to crop up every now and again. So if you see a technical error message come up, that's memory card issues. But this is all new, by the way. These fences, they're currently building a fence along the side of this river. I don't know why they're only doing it now. Maybe somebody's fell in. I don't know. Also, this is where the fire brigade launched their boat from, so I don't know where they're going to do it now, unless they're just going to climb over the fence. I would have thought maybe they would have maybe put a gate in for them, but you know, it's going all the way along here. I'm going to guess they're going to go all the way along, by the look of it. So I mean, we'll see where they get up to. It's Wednesday. Monday they're only back there, so they've done a fair whack. And they've dug the hole, cemented the posts in, and they're not messing about. This is where currently they're up to. It'd be interesting to see where they go from there, if they go round that bit onto here or not, and bring it all the way down here. That'll be interesting to see. Anyway, I'm going to turn off in a minute and go a slightly different route, so I've got enough time to talk about what I was going to talk about. So let's get over here first. I almost crashed because I was too busy trying to talk, not paying attention to where I was going. Should have put that in the lower gear. We'll get there. Oh, without hitting it. Over the bouncy noisy bridge. No foxes today. And we won't go over the road, we'll go across the field. Here, get a route with it. And we'll go across the field. Right. Now I don't have to concentrate as much, because, you know, I'm a man. I can't do two things at once. I can't multitask. It's not good for you. Right. Why is there some random car left here on this car park? That's a bit weird. But anyone in it? I think there's someone sat in it. That's weird. Anyway. So, what are we going to be talking about? So, as you will notice, well, first of all, let's get this light issue dealt with first, because that's the thing. It was getting light at this time in the morning, but thanks to daylight savings hours, it's now dark again, and it'll be another couple of weeks till it starts to get light again. So you just have to deal with it. So apologies for that, but it is what it is. The second thing you'll notice is it's dry. And I did turn around and say a few months back, when it gets drier, I'll be back on the board. But you'll notice I'm not on the board, I'm on the bike. Now you're probably thinking, well, hang on a minute, why is he on the bike if it's dry and he can be on the board? I would love to be on the board. But let me explain. Now some of you are thinking, oh God, he broke it again. No, haven't broke it, the board is fine, the board works perfectly fine. In fact, it works better since I repaired it last time. That's not the issue. The issue is my emphysema. Now, quick history. This time last year, I had a collapsed lung, completely out of the blue. Didn't even know what it was. I was walking around with it and going to work with it for like a week before I went to the doctors and said, oh, yo, struggling to breathe, whatever. I think it might have a chest infection. The doctor had a quick listen and turned around and said, no, I want you to go around to the hospital for an x-ray. Oh, when do you want me to go? Now. Oh, right, okay. So yeah, I went round. My right side lung completely collapsed. It was on the x-ray, it was the size of a shriveled balloon in the bottom of my chest, so completely gone. So they put a chest drain in. Over the course of a couple of days it reinflated itself, blah 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 blah. Then they obviously then put me on to go and see a specialist. And they were ready for that, sent me off for an MRI scan to try and figure out what happened. Turns out I've got emphysema. So while they were figuring out what to do, I had another lung collapse. This time not as bad because I recognised what it was before it got really bad, and it was only about a third of the way down my lung. So back in hospital again, another chest drain. Yeah, not good. So then they decided, right, they're going to operate and they're going to do a procedure, a chlorodectomy, chlorodesis, whichever one you want to call it. Basically they stuck my right lung to the inside of my chest wall, and they also scraped off some of the bits that weren't working properly, because I've got, like, I've forgotten the actual terminology they use, but I've got some parts of the outer surface of the lung that aren't working properly, so they scraped some of them away. Yeah, so that's it. So I had that operation back in August. It's now April, by the way, so we're now 8 months away. So I've recovered from the surgery now. I would like to think, and I think I've been that way for a while. I still get little, like, flashes of pain every now and again, which is normal apparently, because of the way, like, your nerves and scar tissue on the inside of the lung, and the fact that there's no give in my lung now, it stays there. Obviously if I sneeze, that hurts. I've not had a cold or a cough or, God forbid, a chest infection yet. I'm dreading the day I actually do get one. Just get past these there. This woman and a dog. So at least we've got a high vis lead on so I can see them. Right, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I still get the pains in the chest, sneezing hurts. I've not had a cough or a cold yet. I'm dreading the time when I actually do get that. All the normal things to do with having sort of lung problems. You know, if COVID ever becomes a thing again, I'm going to have to be really careful. I'm probably going to be one of the ones to get told to stay at home and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, all fun and games. But the biggest issue by far is the breathlessness. It's you're probably thinking, right, okay, well he's cycling along now and he's not really getting out of breath. Well, that's because I'm on a pedal assist bike, so I'm hardly putting any effort in at the minute, and I'm doing what, 13 mile an hour, and I'm hardly doing anything. I'm literally just making the pedals go around, which is engaging the motor. So but I'll tell you what, when I get, oh yeah, keep forgetting, oh I really need to drop it down another gear for this hill. You can probably hear the motor kicking in and helping out more up this hill. Yeah, so what's it, right, the breathlessness. I tell you what, when I get up onto the main road, I'll show you exactly what I mean, because I want to talk for a little bit more first, but then I'll do a test to show you exactly what I mean by how breathless you get. But of course with that, I'm getting tired, because I'm not, it feels like I'm not getting enough oxygen. It feels like all the time, especially if I start exerting myself. I need to, start breathing, deep breathing through perspirations, all that kind of stuff. It's the best way I can describe it. It's like you've got a permanent head cold, but without the bunged up, stuffy feeling. It's just like you just can't always get. You just feel like you're not getting enough air in, even though you are getting enough air in. It's just not being used properly. So it's weird to explain. So that's about the closest I can get to it. It's not quite that, but that's how the closest. But it's like that all the time, and it's not so bad when you're at rest because you don't really notice it. But when you start trying to do stuff, I mean, I can feel it now. I can feel it now. It's my breathing is slightly heavier than normal, so it's whatever. So that's the reason why I'm not on the board, because I'm tired. I know that sounds like a bit of a shit excuse, but my logic is, my way of thinking is I see the bike as a tool, as a mode of transport, a way to me to get from A to B and back to A. I see the board as a toy. I want to enjoy it, and I'm not going to enjoy it if I'm tired. So that's why I'm not on the board as much, because I'm tired and I don't. And you may think, oh, he's just stood on a board and I don't have to put any effort in because it's all electric. But you still have to put a bit of effort into riding a board. You still have to hold yourself upright. You still got to engage the core. Your legs still get a little bit of a workout, just because the strength it takes to hold you upright on it. So, and I want to enjoy it. I don't want to have to feel like, oh, it's like now this is a chore for me to cycle to work. Now it's a chore, but it's something that I've got to do. And if I start doing that with the board, I'm going to start not enjoying riding the board, if you get what I mean. I want to enjoy riding the board, so that's why at the minute I'm using the bike more than the board. So I don't think for the immediate future there's going to be daily board videos like there was. It's going to be mainly bike. I will use the board every now and again, and certainly, well, what I've done this year is, instead of taking like a week off for like a week holiday, I'm not doing that this year because I'm not going anywhere. So what I've done instead is I've taken Fridays off for pretty much all of summer, late spring, summer. So there's odd ones that I can't have because other people beat me to it and business requirements and all that kind of stuff. But I've literally got Fridays off for most of the summer, so I can go and do stuff on the Friday, because then obviously I can go and enjoy it. So there is that. So there's that to look forward to. So we'll see what we can do with that. But then the next thing is, well, what do I do about it? You know, because I could sit here and whinge about it, like I am doing, like a little bitch, or I can go and do something about it. So, right. So what I'm thinking is, let's get through this echoey tunnel. Echo, echo. Yeah, what I'm thinking I need to do is I need to go and improve my general overall fitness, with particular emphasis on my cardiovascular, so, and my aerobic and all that. And basically I need to improve my lung capacity, basically, and my lung function. So what I need to do is more like aerobic exercise, stuff that gets your breathing heavy, gets your heart rate up. Now, I wasn't exactly in the prime of physical fitness, so we'll carry on this conversation in a minute, because I'm going to get up to speed, and then I'm going to turn the pedal assist off. What we're doing about 14 miles an hour, so let's try and keep that pace as we go along this road. And you'll probably see within a couple of 100 meters my breathing will start to get heavier. I'll probably end up having to start talking less, because I'm going to be breathing more, so I won't be like properly heavily out of breath. I've dropped, I'm down to 13 miles an hour. Come on. Yeah, now I can start to, I feel like I have to breathe through my nose now. Yeah, now I'm feeling it. And this isn't normal. Well, it is normal for me now. It's not where I was at this point last year. Yeah, I mean, you can probably hear it now. I'm starting to get out of breath. Thankfully I think that's proved the point of where I'm at. So let's put the pedal assist back on, because I'm coming up to a hill and that'll just kill me. So, well, yeah, you can hear it now. Oh, now I've slowed down, I stopped. Just get my breath back for a minute. Oh. Sun is coming up. Right, so yeah, as you can hear, that's what, a couple 100 meters, that little bit of road, and I'm out of breath, and that's not the way it should be. If I go the most direct way to work, it's pretty much exactly 3 miles, and I could ride that at a sort of steady pace, maybe a little bit slower than what I was just doing then, maybe more like about sort of this pace, 10 to 12 mile an hour. But I could do that right there, no problem, and I wouldn't even be out of breath at this time last year. Now I can't ride, what, 200 metres at a decent pace without getting out of breath. So you tell me. So now I need to point out, although I've just said, you know, I could do that, I was not 100% physically fit, and I was already overweight before I even started this. So but now, because technically I've had a year of not doing a lot, I've put on a bit more weight and I'm probably even less fit. So I'm kind of hoping that I can start to figure out a way to do it, but I think I'm going to need medical advice first before I start doing anything, because I don't know what the repercussions will be of if I overdid it, which I am very prone to doing. So I need to go back to the GP, which is a mission upon itself now, because, you know, I start work at 6 o'clock in the morning, the doctor's opens at 8 o'clock, and you've got to ring up at 8 o'clock and get an appointment for that day. So I'm already in work by the time I need to go and get an appointment, so I'll have to have a chat with my boss and say, you know, I'll try and get the appointment, I'll try and get it for after I finish, but there's no guarantee. So if I get one, are you alright with me just like shooting off? He should be alright with that. He's alright actually, so shouldn't be an issue. Let's go this way. Yeah, should not be an issue for that. What time are we on? Keep an eye on the time. So it ended up being 25 minutes, I've got time. Yeah, so, you know, what do I do? I was thinking maybe I could maybe join a gym, but I don't think that would be right, because I'll be putting too much pressure on myself to compete. So I don't think that's a good idea. I could get a personal trainer, but I'd have to find one that understands the condition that I've got and the limitations that puts on doing any type of exercise, because obviously breathing is an important part of doing exercise, and mine's restricted heavily. So I'll do that. I think, to be honest though, I'd probably like do some stuff at home, start off quite light. I think that's the advice that doctors would give me if I go to it anyway. They'll say do light, moderate exercise, cycling, walking, swimming, that sort of thing, you know, light aerobic exercise. Don't do anything too strenuous. I mean, I don't expect to be sort of doing like CrossFit or anything like that soon, or joining the local Zumba class and going hell for leather. I mean, I could join like a low impact level sports team. Like they do things like walking football now, where I mean it's designed for people of an older age that can't necessarily run around like headless chickens anymore. But the idea being is you play football, but just at a walking pace, you don't run. So, and the idea is just to get active. So I think that's going to be the key. Is just get active. I just need to do more, because I mean, all right, like I say, I've not done a lot for a year, because obviously, you know, 2 chest drains and a surgery, and then the recovery time. It takes a toll, but what I'm doing now, well, it's virtually nothing. It's cycling to and from work, but I'm on a pedal assist bike, so it's not it's not proper exercise. I'm not getting I can't turn around as well. How far have I gone? It's 4.7, so let's say 5 miles by the time I finish getting to work. Well, it'll probably be just over, but anyway, let's say 5 miles, right? But that's 5 miles of pedal assist, where I've not put any effort. I'm not massively out of breath. So, I mean, yeah, okay, I do walk around all day at work, so, but again, it's very, very light aerobic exercise, like very light, and it's obviously not enough because my breathing's not getting any better, and I'm still overweight. So